pineal gland.
You about to say pineal?
Slap me on the tape.
But
yeah.
At least you got that right, nigga.
Yeah.
Pineal gland is the philosopher's. I hope so, nigga. I hope you didn't get that from anime too, nigga. They got it from your heart.
Yeah, they got it from my heart, but that's
you
why
need to go to the source, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Source, nigga. But yeah, that's good. That's all.
Why you
How do you get it?
How do you get it?
Yeah. I guess that's the truth. Now, so the pineal gland is the philosopher's stone.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get another book real quick. I'm gonna book these niggas to death so they can read shit for themselves. They ain't have to take my word for it.
Funny thing is, in the anime, it was all about alchemy.
Right.
That's
this all is about alchemy.
Right.
That's what we've been talking about the whole time. Baphomet is a symbol of alchemy. Now I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Feel me on it? Oh yeah, I found it. Found one. See if I can get that other one. Oh, tap, nigga. Trying to find this thing, nigga.
Hold up.
Hey, all you niggas wanna fuck with Pan, nigga. Hey, you wanna leave Baphomet alone? Hey, Baphomet did nothing to you, nigga. Hey, why don't you read a motherfucking book? This is pretty good. This deals with the Holy Grail, the Philosopher's Stone concept. This book called The Serpent Grail, The Truth Behind the Holy Grail, the Philosopher's Stone, and the Elixir of Life by Philip Gardner, Gary Osborne. Looks like a dish, nigga. I'm sure you get a soft cover by now. So this deals with the truth behind the Holy Grail, Philosopher's Stone, and the Elixir of Life. He tells you how it's all about your pineal gland.
Mm-hmm.
All about your pineal gland. Another good book is Gnosis, The Secrets of Solomon's Temple Revealed. Philip Gardner. Looks like this. And he deals with some of this mythos about Solomon, or in Islam, Suleiman. Let's see if I got anything highlighted. No, I know I don't have nothing highlighted in this. I bought this book again. Somebody took my book, so I bought it because I needed it. And they got away with my highlights, which I love my highlights. Damn. But it's all good. I'll just read it again if I wanted to. All right, but he goes into a lot of gnosis on Solomon's Temple. There you go. All right, let's read a little bit more. Read.
All right. And to heaven he must ascend. That's the end of that quote.
Okay. So let's go back so we clear.
Man has fallen from heaven.
Mm-hmm.
In him is the stone from heaven, and to heaven he must ascend.
Right. Now, this is a symbol here, Baphomet, of man's ascension. This encompasses that idea. This encompasses an idea. The idea is man, animal self, ascending through Kundalini, through androgyny, through astral travel, through correspondence, through meditation, through mastery of his chakra or earth self or his base chakra, through illumination, through his virility in consciousness, and through his illumination. That encompasses that. So how do you take this study and make it a picture? Because the picture tells 1,000 words. Don't be a fucking asshole. This is simple shit, really.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wasn't calling you an asshole.
No, I got you. For sure.
All right, let's go.
It's clear this stone from heaven is the pineal and has a clear connection to Saturn.
Mm-hmm.
And that means the deity Set.
Mm-hmm.
So the 72 conspirators must and can only be details about the pineal gland itself If we know Set who has worshipped in pre-dynastic times,
Morton's books.
right, is the pineal gland, then his 72 helpers must be also powers within the pineal gland.
Right. So 72 helpers must be powers within the pineal gland if we understand that Set is Saturn. And I just showed you Saturn in your own fucking head.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? And we know that is Set, and there's 72 helpers. Where must they be?
In your head.
There you go. The fight of Horus and Set happens in the heart and in your true mind to raise him back up to sit on the throne of his father.
Right.
All right, let's get it.
Another connection to the number 72 is the precession of the equinoxes, or what is called the Great Year. This concerns the slow movement of the Earth, axis in a circle, which takes about 25,920 years to complete. The vernal spring equinox slowly moves through all 12 zodiac constellations over the 25,000 years until it comes back to its starting point. This is more of an illusion. It's the background stars that are moving, and the equinox stays in the same place. Right. It takes us 2,000 years to cross the equinoctial point through each constellation. It takes us 72 years for each of the 360 degrees of the sky to rotate.
Say again?
It takes us 72 years for each of the 360 degrees of the sky to rotate.
Okay, that's interesting because now we connect 72 with 360. But let's keep going because remember there's 72 demons, right?
Right.
Right behind me, what are we looking at? Let me get my point right.
A full circle.
Oh, 360.
Yeah.
Ooh,
that's the geometry of the circle.
Interesting. Well, let's keep going. Let's show you how this is also a geometrical pattern as well.
Right. So it's 360 times 72 equals those 25,920 years to complete all those.
The circle.
Right.
So you got a circle type 72. Let's keep that in mind. 360, 72. Keep going. Keep going.
Okay. It's a great year and also connected to the magic ring or this 360-degree circle, like you were saying. It becomes clearer when you factor in the number 5 to the 72.
Wait! Aren't there 5 points on Baphomet?
Are there 5 points of a human being? Yes.
Well, the fucking picture's right
there.
But aren't there 5 points on Baphomet? There's 5 points in this ring, this Baphomet ring. So what happens when we connect 5 to 72? Why?
Yeah.
Young man, is 5 connected to 72?
Because we get a 360.
Why do we get a 360?
It becomes clear when you factor in the number 5 to 72. If you take 5 times 72, it equals 360.
So 5 times 72 is 360. 5 times 72 makes the circle.
All day.
So the mastering of the 72 is symbolically captured in what? The circle. The ring of Solomon, niggas. That shit back there is saying I am a master of 72. I am a master of the 72 conspirators or the pineal gland. This is also the Solomon's cup or the vessel of Solomon, or pass me this book under that. The other one. Keep going. Now, did I throw it over on this side?
Serpent Grail?
Yeah. This vessel or this serpent grail, let me get that other gnosis on top as well.
Yeah.
This serpent grail is also represented as the pineal gland. This circle, look at this old fucking Solomon circle. How many points does it have?
It's got 5. No, it's got 4.
No. Look at the bottom, how it splits.
Yeah.
Look who's in the middle. Well, let me get it close right here. Who's on the cross?
Man.
Christ. He's the illuminated man. You know what I'm saying? And actually, they usually see how it's in the bottom, his feet comes open. His feet would be open, and that would usually be the 5. But there's really hidden in there that this is man. You know what I'm saying? And this vessel or this circle with man in it, because man becomes that 5. So while we're looking at these things as the 4 points, the true 5 point right here, let me get this picture. The true 5 point is actually hidden in it as this. He's the one in the circle.
Yeah.
He's the one in the circle. Let me see. I'm gonna skip forward a little bit to make this point. Now, when the circle is right side up, your house, I'm gonna get it right. When the circle is right side up, his house is actually upside down. But when your circle is upside down, like that Baphomet, you see that middle point? That's your house. You're actually right side up when you're upside down.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Damn, there was a movie that did it. Not the movie Upside Down. There was a movie. Oh, the third Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, okay.
Remember when they had to get to travel between worlds, they had to turn the boat upside down, and that was the right way in, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So your house being right side up, meaning you're pulling, if you look at the Baphomet star with the 2 points up, you're pulling celestial energy down to you. Mm-hmm. You now walk in the geometry. All the geometry you wear, the ankhs, your blood takes on that crystalline shape, that geometrical pattern, if you're about that life. Mm-hmm. So to do this upside down pattern, it means my house becomes right side up, and I'm pulling downward energy, or cosmic energy, or negative polarity, or satanic energy, or great mother energy, the great divine feminine. And I walk with these symbols on constantly.
So
in power. I pull down. If my house is upside down and my head is right side up, like this, then I'm walking around giving out, praying. Oh, thank you, Oshun. Oh, thank you, Ola. Yeah.
That's,
and you could tell any nigga who thinks like that, who, I don't like this because it's not us. And I don't like this because it means this, and I don't, and it's foul and white people. You're just really revealing that you're walking around giving off your energy to stuff, and you're saying, I'm not giving my energy to that.
Yeah.
No, I derive power from this shit.
Right.
I don't give shit to this.
Right.
It gives to me by way of its symbology and geometrical patterns that we're about to get into this 5 right now. Because we ain't even touched that yet, really. So we got 72 times 5 is 360. So to master the 72, you need this Solomon's ring, or this or the temple, which is the temple of man. That's Solomon's temple. And the grail is your mind, is your head. It's also the vagina, but it's in symbology. But it's also your mind, the resting place of the pineal gland. You know what I'm saying? So the serpent's grail is the Kundalini influenced mind, or the Kundalini influenced consciousness.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And you'll hear in Solomon his ability. That's why, give me the Goetia book at the bottom. Why are these called the lesser key of Solomon?
Because the greater key is you.
No, there's 72 greater keys we're going to talk about too.
Oh, okay.
You're all the keys.
Yeah.
But why are they connecting the Goetia with Solomon? That's what you need to find out. And why is Suleiman, who is Solomon in Islam, connected with something called the jinn, the dark side. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, we'll get there.
Because the jinn are those 72.
Yes, indeed. We're going to get there.
Okay.
Let's get there. Let's get there. Keep going. I'm so excited. I'm just connecting where we at with 72, 360, and 5 at this point.
Okay. Oh, wait, no. Mm-hmm. We right here. It becomes clear when you factor in the number 5 to 72. If you take
read like
if you take 5 times 72, which is 360, you can make yet another connection to your pineal and why Satan is such a relevant study here. 360 degrees equals the all-seeing eye, or illumination, or completion. Man has 5 points on his body: 2 arms, 2 legs, and a head. This represents the 5-pointed star or pentagram.
Right.
Man's connection to the number 5 is that he fell into the 5 senses.
Right.
If you add psychic energy to each sense, they become super senses. Each extremity is represented as the 72 to let you know that the enlightened man has all his senses under pineal control.
All right, pause right there. So the enlightened man knows how to send psychic energy to all 5 points of his body.
Mm-hmm.
That is displayed in the book Cyclomancy. I'll go get that for you. Out of print.
Yeah, I'm trying to read and go through that too.
Yeah. Now, this little nugget, this little OG nugget, it's called Cyclomancy, y'all. I know a lot of y'all ain't seen one of these motherfuckers because they cost over a G online. You know what I'm saying? This is by Frank Rudolph Young. I sell Cyclomancy. I have been for years. You'll get a PDF if you want this. One of the greatest books ever. Goes through many exercises on how to activate your spiritual power. But one, and I'm actually have a highlight here, is how to put your organs control center under psychic power control. So he goes through, let's see if I can find what he says in the table of contents. Detail on how to actually put your 5 senses under psychic power by using the energy of the 72. How to put your conscious mind, your senses, recording center, and organ control center under psychic power control. How to put your muscle coordination center under psychic power control. How to put your resisting nerve gap under psychic power control. How to put the nerve electricity in your brain and body under psychic power control. How to multiply your energy with psychic power control. How to never get tired by putting your muscle tone under psychic power control. Oh, he's showing you how to be Superman. This is before the New Age movement. Yeah. He gets right down to it, baby. Yeah. This is before they start telling you, whatever you do can go twofold on the next person. How to use astounding power of your brain horns to put it under psychic power control. How to put your seeing, hearing, and reflexes under psychic power control. How to put your primitive seeing center, your highest visual center under psychic control. How to put your primitive hearing center under psychic power control. How to use your auto-conscious healing to bring others under psychic power control. Damn. So how could you fuck up others? I know how to nigga, that's old. That's old fun for me. I was doing that living in New York City on the train. Really? I used to get him. I'm gonna see her panties. Yeah. I make him fall asleep. I give the Hasidic Jews itching attacks. Yeah. Make a motherfucker dribble on himself. You know what I'm saying? They show you how to raise up your brain horns. This is fire, this book. Yeah. How to do seemingly impossible with your body electricity and your brain horns. How to develop and gain unbelievably from psychic power vision. How to develop and gain stupendously from psychic power hearing. How to put your aura and the power of its psychochemistry under psychic power control. How to develop and use your astral senses for psychic power control. How to extract profitable knowledge from the psycho-astral world with psychic power control. How to use the secrets of psychic power domination to control others at will. How to put psychic astral world under psychic power control and acquire miraculous power. See, this is one of them books that show you step by step how to
be a Superman.
Well said.
Mm-hmm.
About time. Using your heart now. And of course, this book is over 1,500 G to 1,500 if you could get it. Cyclomancy: The Secret of Power and Control. I do sell the PDFs if you want one. Come and get it. Red Peas and Butter. Come and get your supper. But that 5 points is actually the power of the psychic control, which are under the helpers of Set, right? To discipline the 5 senses. 5 senses. Therefore, the 360 or completed man, this guy, the illuminated man, or this guy, Boink, right here, has his shit under control.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And that comes from the awakened pineal gland, and you shooting it out to your 5 points, the 5 points of the star. And you become the 360 complete man, which is Superman.
So,
and this is a symbol of the 360 and the 5. And the 5-pointed illuminated man with his house right side up. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get it right. With his house right side up. You know what I'm saying? That's why I walk with this. And this is in my blood, nigga. This is the pan energy, nigga. Oh, dare challenge it. It won't happen on YouTube. But your life. Oh, nigga, I wish.
Yeah.
I walk around, I wish.
Because, like, I just got to...
I wish.
You explaining, just saying that kind of helped me see it in a way of like, okay, when your energies, when you're 72 are going at random, you don't have them disciplined, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can see now that it's easy to believe that that a black person could think they're just human because they don't have these spiritual powers under control.
Absolutely.
That
well,
the
their spiritual powers will do what they're bidding. So if they were mind controlled and believing they're nothing more than a human that needs to vote their way, white people economics their way.
White people do because
white people economics their way to the top. Make rap music for their way to the top. If they think that and that's all they are, then the spiritual energy that is in its most docile state will serve them.
Okay.
So it is absolutely convincing about don't fuck with this and leave that alone and that's evil because they actually have been mind controlled and convinced in that. So the dark side was for the advanced on the planet, but it was making the choice that I'm going beyond this planet. I'm finished. I'm satisfied that I'm finished with whatever lessons humanity has to teach, and I'm willing to walk the path to back on the throne.
Yeah.
To sit next to my mother or father, if you will.
Right. Okay.
Let's read.
Each extremity is represented as the 72 to let you know the enlightened man has all his senses under pineal control. So 5 times 72 equals 360 or enlightened man.
Right.
This is the symbol for the enlightened man, the one he just showed you. Around him, you see the Hebrew letters Yod, He, Vav, He, which means man understanding that he is God.
And you see in the 5th position, they have the crown. Because this is the illuminated or this crown, let me show you.
Yeah.
Around him, his hands and body represent the Hebrew letters Yahi, Vahi, or it's the symbol of man. But as you can see close on his head, there's a crown. Is this not the same crown? Is this not the same crown?
That's the same crown.
There you go. Correspondence, baby. Synchronicity.
72 helpers of Set or the pineal. Your psychic center, like in psychomancy, is now in control of the 5 senses to make them super senses represented as the 5 points of man.
Senses.
The very same symbol Solomon wore to control the demons or 72. There's a show on Netflix as well. It's called. It's also an anime. It's like 7 Deadly Sins, and another one attached to it is like Secrets of the Magi. And in it, the main character's name is Solomon.
Of course.
And he's got this genie with no head, kind of, does his bidding for him. And as he gets older, he gets these powers similar to the Goetia, and that lets him do all the things.
I mean,
they give it different names and shit.
Of course, but it's only one story. Yeah. Like I said, it's either you know or you don't know.
Right.
It's either you know or you don't know. And it's a pity that, you have black folks teaching those in the know, and in one fucking fell swoop, the shit is like almost in the garbage. But you know what I'm saying? That ain't gonna happen because I'm here. You know what I'm saying? And those who know fucks with me. Those who don't know, do what you do. I don't give a fuck what you do. Do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Solomon also means soul of man. They're talking about your alchemy. There was never a nigga. Niggas still believe that the Bible is a history book. Now, one nigga in the Bible lived, you silly old stuck niggas.
Yeah.
There was no nigga named Solomon. Solomon is the temple of man. Is you, the soul of man. This is an alchemical story about alchemy and the mastery of the demons, nigga. The mastery. Listen, listen closely. Human, melanin, demon, same shit. You old fairy tale ass nigga.
Yeah, because why would something historical be responsible for your spiritual enlightenment anyway?
Exactly. Let's even say he did. Why you follow him anyway? He did his thing. Supposed to do your thing. Go ahead.
Also, no, satanic energy is downward energy anytime you call on a cosmic force and pull it downward toward you.
Right, there you go. Satanic energy is nothing more than downward spiraling energy. Anytime you're calling on a satanic force, you're calling for something to be pulled up. You get what I'm saying? So you can be enlightened on this plane, and then you can walk your path back home. Because you, at the same time, you don't want to be down here trying to pull shit down forever. Fuck that. I want to go where I'm pulling it from eventually.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But you're looking at, in this state of ignorance, you need to pull downwardly because that's where your shit is. Right. So if you down here, your shit ain't down here. Right. Only nigga shit is down here. Cracker ass, Donald Trump ass niggas crying when Obama won and crying when Trump won.
A lot of undue stress really is what I see.
But what you're doing, you need to pull down cosmic or your energy here to become this. Yeah. And then ultimately to go back home. Right. That's the idea. Y'all can fuck around here all you want.
Okay, so pointing up, giving power, pointing down, absorbing power. There's another Kemetic myth relating to the 72 and the number 5. The mass of the moon is 1/72 of that of the planet Earth.
Oh, so here we go. Another 72. You know what I'm saying? With the moon. They're telling you all the time. So the moon, read that aloud and again.
There's another Kemetic myth relating to the 72 and the number 5, and it's that the mass of the moon is 1/72 of that of the planet Earth. Tahuti was gambling and won a portion of the moon 1/72. Tahuti was in his game to help Newt, who was forbidden by Ra to give birth on any of the days of the year, which was 360 days in number. The portion of the days of the year, the portion of the light Tahuti won from the moon 1/72 equaled 5 extra days.
Oh, 5/72 again. What are they telling us?
Telling us that
now we're talking about your Kemetic myth. All the shit we talked about, I'm showing you in the Egyptian shit. They still talking these numbers here, folks. Let's go. Keep reading. Read.
Okay. Which is why our calendar is 365 days.
Oh, so 360.
We got off rip.
Right. Now why we have 365 extra days.
Tahuti gambled for.
Well, keep reading. No, you just read that, but keep reading.
Newt gave birth to her 5 children on those days.
Who were the 5 children?
Osiris, Heru the Elder, Set, Isis, and Nephthys. Yeah, so Osiris.
You got Osiris, Set.
Yep.
Set and Nephthys. These two light pair, these two dark pair, in the 5th middle, Horus the Elder, which is different from Horus the Warrior. Right. Which means he's the guy who finished the task. He won the battle. So that represents your consciousness. What? The 5 points. It's telling you dark and that's what your hands are. Dark and light, the crown, which is left and right.
Left hand, right hand.
Left is your dark, right is your light. Right is usually the one we're doing things with. Right. Otherwise, it's the other way around. Same thing. Your dominant leg, right and left. Dark one is the least dominant. It's the hidden one. And then there's Horus the Elder, who's the head. That is a combination of this coming together. All 4 of these people have a role in Horus's, the warrior's, plight. He's fighting for his father. He's fighting against his brother Set. Nephthys and Isis help him find the body of Osiris, help put him back together. His mama helped him get his eye restored from Tahuti. It became the moon, and it was actually seeing becoming part of the part of that 72. Right. You know what I'm saying? Turning to see what was he doing when he lost his eye? He needed that 1/72 of light from Tahuti that Tahuti gambled and had. And then it became I have Horus the Elder, and he was the bad motherfucker. And they telling you the same fucking thing. And this is telling you the same fucking thing. Silly niggas. Y'all niggas say, y'all ain't worthy to be sitting in front of niggas. Just be running their mouth. Like, you really just not. Know what I'm saying? You don't know shit and you fucking fronting like you do. Like, a lot of niggas speak nicely, but it's manicured ignorance. Yeah. It's fucking, it's bedazzling stupidity on another level. It sounds smart to a nigga who don't know nothing. But to a nigga who know, you show your stupidity somewhere deep in my heart.
It's always something to learn, right?
I could just recommend books for a nigga to read if he was really into it. Right. But you really swear you know something, so I don't deal with those type of folks. I don't deal with know-it-all, know-nothings.
Master teacher C. Freeman L. used to say that there were 72 chakras on the pineal gland alone. This makes perfect sense when you factor in the esoteric story of Aladdin.
Master teacher C. Freeman L., again, he's the one that also spoke about 72 chakras on the pineal gland alone. Right. He was a master teacher, a master guru. If you don't know that, then it's not worth even telling you.
That Magdi story I shared with you is similar to the story of Aladdin.
Of course it is. That's where they get all. I told you it's the same shit over and over.
Right.
So of course it is.
Yeah.
When I hear that story, I'm like, it's a repeat.
Yeah.
People always trying to get me to watch anime. My nephew.
Oh man, this for the people.
no, even then, they need to do what
they gotta do what they gotta do.
But they're trying to get me to watch anime. I don't give a fuck. It's a repeat. I know the story already. It doesn't make me cheerlead a story that I know. Mm-hmm. I want to know something I don't know.
Oh no!
I'm not saying knock yourself out. No. I'm saying no.
Yeah, I wasn't sharing it.
No, people. Some people. No, you're right. People need to hear it. No. I'm saying
just to see how they've been using
they need to hear the shit. No, they need to hear it and see it. It might lead them to something. Or when they read something, it'll sound familiar because they've seen it in anime when it didn't look as fucking scary, obviously, as this. When they had cartoon guys named Maugi. Yeah. Oh, look at Maugi. Oh, wait a minute. Maugi's really Baphomet.
Right.
Somewhere.
Aladdin has a ring and an oil lamp. The ring represents the circle, 360 degrees or 5 times 7.
Let me get that book with the serpent grail.
All right.
Right there by you. Right there. Go ahead. Say that. He has a what?
He has a ring
and an oil lamp.
The ring represents the
serpent grail. Right.
The 360 degrees.
Right.
5 times 72 equals 360 or pineal.
Right.
The lamp with oil represents the pineal as well. The oil, of course, is melanin. Mm-hmm. So it's the fuel.
Or the crystalline dew found in the third ventricle in this area where Saturn is or where Satan is. My bad.
He rubs the lamp or ring to produce the Djinn or lesser Djinn, which would be the lesser key of Solomon, which we will get to in a moment. Mm-hmm. And we really will get to it.
Yes. The Djinn, here's a good book. The hidden links between the Djinn, shadow people, ETs, Nephilim, Archons, reptilians, and other entities. Rosemary Ellen Goatley, Guile. The Djinn connection. Here's where she connects the Djinn to a lot of ancient concepts. She might make up some white people, because they hustling you on that. But these are still mythological. There's no reptilians. You're the Kundalini people. You're the reptilian. You're all of that shit. You're the alien. You're that. You're this. You're the other thing, and you're every fucking thing. Right. Hit me with that, brother.
I'm gonna hit you with this in Islam.
Yes, read.
Solomon is Suleiman. The Djinn remained in the service of Suleiman.
The Djinn do what now?
They remained in the service of Suleiman.
They remain in the service of Suleiman. Didn't I say it's about controlling, disciplining the 72? Listen, did I say that?
He did place him in bondage. That was the next part.
Well, that's what that means. Isn't this? What is this circle?
He puts him in
Oh, no. What is this circle?
The 360 degrees of
bondage, nigga. Bondage. If I put you in a fucking circle, are you not trapped?
You are.
This
there's no.
And what does putting them in bondage mean? Does it not mean disciplining them?
Yeah, they discipline.
Are they not? Did he not make them his disciples? That's another way of saying he controls them.
He disciplined them.
When you do, there's a book, Anna Reva, Secret of Magical Seals, where, what is a seal?
Something you seal. It's a way to lock something that locks
right.
something up.
Do they not use circles as a seal?
Yeah.
Squares as a seal?
Yeah.
They tell you to do what when you're dealing with spirits? Well, white people tell you to do it. Draw that circle. So you can do what? Seal or control the entity.
Right.
So when he locks them down or seals them in the lamp, remember the genie goes where? You ever see how many times you see I dream a genie and they're like, Master, rub the lamp so I can come out. They can't get out unless you rub it, right?
Right.
That means he controls his pineal. He controls the 72. He controls the jinn, nigga. Nigga. So yes, beautiful. Go ahead. He controls. He seals them in.
He's that nigga.
He's that nigga.
Solomon.
Somewhere.
Solomon controls the Goetia with his 5-point pentagram ring.
What?
The same ring Panic got on his hand.
What?
Master of the 72. In Taoism, there are 36 hells and 36 heavens, which come together to equal 72.
Say again.
In Taoism, there are 36 hells and 36 heavens, which come together to equal 72. And
now I'm going to show you how, as we go on, there are 72 angelic figures too.
Yeah, I read
There's
that
balance in
I got
your
a book
brain.
on that too.
There you go. Angels. And the 72, I have a matchup between the demons and angels.
Really,
what their negative is their negative and positive polarity.
Yeah, it's like the same being.
So remember we said the lesser keys of Solomon?
Yeah.
Well, what do you think the higher keys of Solomon are?
The angelic.
There you go.
Yeah.
And the angelic is nothing but Baphomet on the top. The demonic is nothing but Baphomet on the bottom. The demonic is nothing but you and your animal self, and the angelic is nothing but you and your higher self. You need to understand how to deal with both worlds. They're not separate. How to mix them together and raise the animal self up to its higher angelic self. And the angels are supposed to understand the human experience that you went through. Somewhere deep in my heart.
So you would use the angels for the higher level.
You would mix them both to really get the meat out of it.
Oh, okay. Because
you know how to hold on both sides of the energy.
Yeah.
Nothing is left to imbalance. Nothing is left on an imbalanced scale, which can be called evil or can be called good, but really called negative or positive. You understand? So you're dealing with balance. Right, to deal with balance is, listen closely, to deal with balance is 72. It's 72. How much is 72 plus 72?
144.
The 144 saved, nigga, is in your own fucking head.
In Revelations 2. Yeah.
Motherfucker! Keep going. Keep going, nigga.
And there are
keep going for days at how this shit is just so regular. Go ahead.
I mean, yeah, you really can, because it's saying you really can't separate these energies out from their positive and negative polarity. No,
you can, and they have, but you shouldn't. The alchemist knows the secret science, which I'm telling you now. I'm telling you the secret. See, it's not like you really can. Niggas is doing whatever the fuck they want to do because actually, without knowing it, they can. I'm trying to put their fucking shit back in order. So let's keep this conversation in perspective. Okay. I'm telling them what to do, which makes sense, and I'm telling them where to study it for themselves. Right. You don't have to take my word, because this is not an argument I'm making. I don't give a fuck. If someone tries to argue with me, my answer is, oh my goodness, you're right. Thank you. You straightened me out. Then I'm going to go back to doing what the fuck I was doing already, nigga. Because I don't give a fuck about trying to straighten nobody out. What it is. You either know or you don't know. Like I started out. Somewhere.
Yeah.
Baphomet.
Kareen is the name of the so-called evil djinn assigned to every person. The word djinn or genie derives from Latin genius, which means a sort of guardian spirit thought to be assigned to each person at their birth. It seems you can connect the Kareen to the Kemetic concept of the Ka, or the shadow self.
There you go.
That's also in Jungian psychology.
Yes. It's the Ka, or your doppelganger, they probably call it. Shadow self.
And integrating with it. Yeah.
White people call it their guardian angel or the Holy Ghost. But actually, black people don't have that. We have our spirit double, which is a melanin melanin-based ka, and it is of knowing intelligence. So to deal with the dark side of yourself is to deal with that which knows, or the Quareen in Islam, or the master of the jinn that's pulling your strings. Let's say R. Kelly. He has to deal with the reality.
The effects of his actions.
Not the effects of his actions, the need. Listen closely to what I'm saying.
All right.
It's not the effects of his action. That's moralism and human justice, which I should happen to him. You know what I'm saying? If it was my daughter, you know what I'm saying? It ain't going to be, I'm waiting till the sheriff comes and we got him now.
Well, not effects like that, just causing effects.
Listen. Yeah, okay. What he has to deal with truly is the idea that he wants that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's between him when he sits there in the room going, what should I do today?
Exactly.
That's the dark side of itself saying, I want that. Well, now we got to be more reasonable. If he was doing this shit in India, they would say, okay.
Yeah.
Because that's the cultural thing. So why isn't nobody repulsed and mad and trying to save the black girls there? You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they do.
Yeah,
they don't give a fuck. They want to seem good on camera. Like I said, they all watch that videotape, and pretty much, I need to ask this. All of these children, where were their parents? What children, 14, whatever age they were, 14, 15, 17.
How did that man get access
how did he have access to these motherfuckers?
Yeah.
And then when he did it, where was these little motherfuckers saying, wait a minute.
Yeah, exactly.
Something's wrong here. Exactly. Who was yelling to the top of the rafters?
Exactly.
See, it's after ain't no records out, ain't no, you know what I'm saying?
After the fact.
Yeah, after the fact. Yeah, oh God, it was just so terrible. Spending his money,
that's what
sitting on his dick.
That type of energy that got me into this, because after a while I grew tired of seeing it.
There's no follow through. Because tomorrow there's going to be another story and you won't even care about that shit.
Exactly.
So everybody's all on Instagram with R. Kelly, anti-R. Kelly's, and whatever. Like I said, if it would happen to me personally, you feel it. You feel a certain way, and I have my personal feelings about it. Mm-hmm. But let's look at the more societal reality with that. Nobody don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And you know they don't give a fuck. First of all, you got to take. First of all, when he came out, right. And nobody, let's go to Japan and stop that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And niggas take trips over there to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And niggas take trips to fucking Jamaica, all that shit to fuck little girls.
Right.
That's real.
Yeah.
Niggas buy little girl
Thailand,
panties.
all that.
Niggas buy little girl panties.
And get them out.
Just to sniff. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Let's get real with it. You know what I'm saying? Now, if he was the bad guy, you found out in 1992 that he was married to Aaliyah. Why didn't we stop this then? She was 15, done. What happened then? What happened to all these moral people?
Hey, I was too young, so I couldn't stop it.
No, listen. Then, after 10 whatever years later, he has a fucking sex tape that come out. Where was all these people then? Why couldn't nobody stop it then? You know what I'm saying? Like, where was all the outrage?
Yeah.
Where was all the, this needs to stop? Record sales went on as usual. Mm-hmm. So now they're doing this whole fucking mini-series on this nigga.
They are.
Nigga, there's 6 fucking episodes. Everyone's talking about this shit now. They going through all the chicks. They all crying. Why he do that to the little girl? Why you ain't say nothing 10 years ago? Where was you at now? But all of them was in his camp at one point. Mm-hmm. I guarantee you, none of them was doing none of what they were doing for free.
It's all because of that building.
They said, yo, I'll give you the money. No, it's all because it's just time to get that nigga. You must ain't do what the Illuminati said.
Right.
Or you must be not doing whatever they do.
Yeah.
And now they doing what they do to him.
Right.
That's facts. They could demonize any of these niggas. Guarantee you, if they went and Puff Daddy shit, you probably find some real weird shit there.
Yeah.
You find some niggas are saying real weird shit about him.
No,
let them do a documentary.
They do it to everybody in Hollywood.
They do it to who they want to do it to. And clearly for 10 years, 20 plus years, they've been wanting to do it to him. You know what I'm saying? And now they finally put it in a love and hip hop era in a way where you can sit there and just demonize this nigga, call him predator, but not look at a bigger picture. So if we call him a predator and then you're going to say he was abused as a kid, we're not going to say he's a victim. Mm-hmm. So he's a victim, so he knew better. Well, he was psychologically abused. So we tend to say that when it's comfortable. know what I'm saying? But when we don't give a fuck, because they've been warming it up that he's this predator, this beast for years, so now they can put this flow. But we got to recognize too that this nigga was the ultimate R&B nigga, and that at the same time they're shutting that down as well. I'm not saying one cancels out the other and one should be forgiven, not at all. But I'm saying let's not act like they don't have these agendas as well. You know what I'm saying? Let's not act like they don't do this as well. And then they put a whole bunch of black girls up in there crying, black girls who they don't. And then it's like saying like, well, you don't give a fuck about black girls. Look, black girls, nobody's giving a fuck about you. You have to give a fuck about yourself. I've been consistently giving out information for you to raise up yourself. Ain't nobody just going to collectively saying we care about black girls. They've proven time and time again that they don't. Just because somebody's fronting on it, they crying and the black girls are special. Don't fall for that bullshit. Know what I'm saying? I'm guarantee you half them bitches was at R. Kelly's camp ass naked saying, I don't give a fuck. Know what I'm saying?
It's easy. Don't care.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, Reed. It's time for you to get a nap.
What?
Yeah, where you at?
Have I hurt you?
No, I'm not hurt. No. I'm just trying not to hurt you, so you're gonna go.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, let's get it. All
right. The jinn are mentioned in the Quran. Surah 72 of the Quran, named Al-Jinn, is entirely about them. In Islamic theology, jinn are said to be creatures with free will made from smokeless fire.
What is smokeless fire? I know you don't know, so it's rhetorical at this point. Kundalini is smokeless fire. Smokeless fire. Kundalini fire is what is called smokeless fire. That's what they're talking about. The jinn is an aspect of your Kundalini, which is the 72 chakras illuminated.
Right.
Only when the Kundalini reaches the pineal gland can any of this illumination begin to happen. And it is Sutra 72. What is it called, Sutra?
Surah 72.
Surah, and that's like Bible verses in the Quran.
Yeah. The
number 72 is talking about the jinn.
Okay.
Not by mistake.
No.
You know what I'm saying? All right, let's keep going.
Iblis used this display of freedom in front of Allah.
Abyss, right? Abyss.
Iblis? Yeah, Iblis.
Abyss, right. They call it Iblis or Abyss.
Iblis. Okay.
Yeah, which is Satan. Right.
Satan used this display of freedom in front of Allah by refusing to bow down to Adam when Allah told Abyss to do so. So this is another way of saying the pineal will not serve man, but will serve your free will or higher self.
Exactly. Your pineal gland does not activate on human shit. What is Allah? Arm, leg, arm, head. Yeah. Unilluminated, bowing down, and you praying to your arm, leg, arm, and head. That means you're the human being. Once you understand that Islam, I, self-lord, and master, becomes, you start dealing with free will of the pineal, the God body. I roll in free will. It was so funny when you text me, was I going to work? I don't even know how to answer that.
No, I said, are you working? We're doing whatever you do.
Yeah, I was working on a fucking turkey burger, nigga. That's all I do. That's my whole day. Well, I mean, and that's my point. That's my point. I live in constant free will.
Right.
And free will is bigger than that. I don't argue with niggas. Yeah. You know, you could have a little, what's it? Left, right, and after a while, I'm go, okay, whatever. I'm not going to argue with someone's ego. I'm going to try to correct it. I'm going to give them the information, but then that's that. Because I'm free. I'm free from needing to defend shit. The only thing I'm here to do is deal with ignorance when I see it. So this is to deal with general ignorance about the dark side in a fucking symbol. A symbol. So that comes from pineal, the truth of the heart.
Right.
The thinking is an act of humanity. And you will never get there thinking your way. You can't think your way out of it. No. You have to know. Every great thing you ever seen is when somebody said, I got it. I know. You know what I'm saying? Nobody said, I wonder if. And you kind of have faith in that. If I say, no, don't worry, nigga. I got this.
I've had moments of both of those.
Yeah, we all have moments of both of those.
Right.
The idea is to have all your moments of knowing.
Aha!
Oh, right, every moment of knowing. Then you're walking in spirituality or power.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Awesome. That's awesome. Let's see. If we now know Satan can be looked at as the pineal,
right,
the jinn, then, more importantly, the Goetia, would be a detailed understanding of the power of the pineal gland. But in ancient Greek, daimon meant spirit or higher self,
right,
which is derivative of demon.
Right.
The lesser key is Solomon. The Megaton is a detailed description of the 72 Goetia spirits. The most popular offering of this information is the 1904 translation by Samuel Liddell McGregor Mathers.
Let me get that book.
Yeah, that's correct. The Goetia Lesser Key is Solomon. Blah, blah, blah.
Okay, that's this.
Yeah.
That's this. Lesser Key of Solomon, that's this book that we held up. You know what I'm saying? And okay, that's interesting. I was reading some. Okay, go ahead.
All right.
So this is stuff we discussed, why it's important, what the 72 means, the discipline, the 72 chakras.
All right. This book of conjurations was used to invoke and oblige them to do the will of the conjurer. The same story of Aladdin. This tells us once again the 72 Goetia is the jinn or the genie. The so-called evil demons are here to grant your wishes. They are seen as evil because they are your primal power. And that power in this reality has been classified as evil based on the unworldliness of this type of energy.
Okay, pause right there. It's classified as evil because of the unworldliness of this information. So human morality has set up a standard of good and evil. But anything from this world does not deal on the same technology of human morality. Therefore, it will be looked at as the higher stuff will be looked at constantly as demonic or evil, because it is negative polarity, which means it's downward energy that you're bringing to you. And though it's otherworldly and the truth is hidden in the secrets behind the dark images, we will then disclassify it as evil because it is otherworldly ultimately. Anything from another world would be evil because it's more advanced than morals. All right, let's keep reading. You gotta stop texting your lady.
Hey, no. Just text. All right. Let's see. Calling it evil is just another way of saying outside the circle of. Is just another way of saying outside the circle of human understanding.
Right. There you go.
But to control these powers are the key. Solomon has his ring. So did Aladdin. The ring is also associated with the symbol of 5, not only because of the number 72, but because you have 5 fingers.
Right.
To control this evil is to conquer your demons, so to speak.
So that's another thing. You move and operate and create with your hands. They represent the 5, dark side, and you also can destroy with your hands too.
Yeah.
Remember, so I said the NFTs is set, right, capable of both. You can build and destroy.
Yeah.
So the 5 can be used this is your 5 in polarity. And same thing with your foot. You know what I mean? You could create, you could
with your toes, nigga.
Well, not necessarily create, but move about and control, and you're connected to the earth. So your connection to the earth could be a fucked up one or a prosperous one. Okay. Somewhere deep in my
Any form of this kind of meditation is nothing but rubbing the lamp, or to let loose the genie, or your genius, or the jinn. An excellent way of opening the pineal with liquor is to use gin to make contact with the jinn.
Let me see. I don't know if I want you to read all that, because just in my book I give people ways. Where were you at?
I was right here.
All right. Yeah, let's read this though.
Okay.
This is a story about the origins of jinn. Let's listen to this.
The origins of jinn are rather murky. In the late 1580s, a juniper-flavored spirit of some sort was found in Holland by British troops who were fighting against the Spanish in the Dutch War of Independence. They gratefully drank it to give them what they soon came to call Dutch courage in battle.
So when they say the origins of jinn are murky, what they're trying to not give props to
is black people.
Is, of course, black people. The Moors in particular.
Yeah, the Moors.
Moors mastered distillation of liquors and gave it to the Europeans. Because what the Moor, what liquor is called is spirits.
Right.
So for unspiritual people,
they gave them everything.
Hold on. Well, unspiritual people, you need spirits, or they needed spirits. So jinn was actually dedicated to the jinn, to the genie spirits, to the 72 spirits on the pineal. That's why if you talk to people today, they say, when I drink that gin, though, it's another thing. They turn into beast. Yeah. You ever see Khadijah drink that shit? She turned into a fucking animal, son. Like, that's the shit to keep away. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I got B.O.B. drinking that shit. No, that's rum, nigga. We can get that gin, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I can, it doesn't do that. I can master it, but you drink enough of that shit. Oh, yeah. You can cut a nigga with that shit. But when they say it's murky, they don't want to give props or they destroyed the history of the Moors. Yeah. Let me see what's next. Let me see if I can get you to skip. All right. No, this is where I say it's by the Moors. Yeah. All right, read this and start here in the book. All right, let's do it.
In the book, A Field Guide to Demons, Fairies, Fallen Angels, and Other Subversive Spirits by Carol K. Mack and Dinah Mack.
It's not over here? I thought it was here. Don't worry.
They state, one day, King Suleiman, or King Solomon, who had great powers and a formidable magic ring with jewels given to him by angels, used his art to gather the multitudes of the jinn around him, for he wanted to see what they looked like. He conjured them to come to his presence, and as they poured forth in vast numbers, the earth trembled. When they became visible to him, he reported he saw legions of aberrant creatures, some two-headed, some fire-breathing, and then many thousands in shapes of fantastical hybrid animals with the head of a cat and a body of a dog and hooves, or with heads on backward. With his magic ring he held high, he watched as they bowed to him. Now that just reminded me of another synchronicity I just ran into. I've been playing this game called Final Fantasy 15, and in the game, the main character gets this ring called the Ring of the Lucy, which is used in this in much the same way as Solomon.
Yeah, it's the same concept. Yeah. Like I said, like this shit is not really hard. No, if you have a vast study, you'll start to see they really start talking about the same thing over and over. Yeah. And it comes to one point. It's the same point I'm telling you. Fucking darkness to light, negative to positive, demon to angel.
And not only that, the main character has access to 13 weapons specific to him.
Right. Well, 13 is what? 13 is what number?
Yeah, the Christ number.
Exactly. Yeah. There you go. You're finally getting it. Where you correspond. 13 is the Christ number. Yeah. So they're saying, I'm Jesus with my ring. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm the master with my ring. I'm the illuminated master. So what was we at with this?
At the end of the quote.
What was that last one?
With his magic ring held high, he watched as they bowed to him.
Right. So just another quote that shows with this magic ring. And this magic ring is just a symbol of your pineal gland illuminated. And you watch the 72 demons or the 72 the jinn bow to you. You understand what I'm saying? Which means those powers are your powers to master. And these powers are unearthly. These powers ain't got nothing to do with debating on YouTube. Yeah. I promise you that.
This is about destroying everything that's
Let the nigga come. Let the nigga come. Oh, I love that shit. I'll show you magic, nigga. I got the magic stick.
Hell yeah.
I can scream once. I can scream twice.
Shit, I'm finna go home and put $5 grand in my pocket tomorrow.
Do that shit, baby.
Hell yeah.
What's next?
All right. A juniper berry is the female seed cone. It is not a true berry, but a cone with unusually fleshy and merged scales, which give it a berry-like appearance. The cones are used as a spice and also give gin its distinguishing flavor. The energy of this cone has a fleshy encasing, and once opened through distillation becomes gin. Well, the pineal is shaped like a cone, In fact, the one symbol for the pineal is the pine cone. The word pineal has the word pine in it, pine all. The Babylon god Tammuz holds the pine cone as a symbol for knowledge and life, pictured below.
So it's Dionysus.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me show you.
A picture?
I want to show you a picture of the pineal gland magnified up close, the actual pineal gland. And you see it looks like no, there it is.
Yeah,
okay. You can see it is a little penis, a little mushroom. This is the true magic mushroom. The drugs are nothing more, the mushroom drugs are nothing more but a correspondence with the true magic mushroom, which is your pineal gland. This is it up close. Uh, uh, it's also the pine cone. It's also a little penis right next to the cowrie shell shaped pituitary gland, and they fuck
constantly.
So this is the pineal up close. All right, let's see.
Oh, I gotta go.
All right, let's see. We almost done. Let's see if we can get the rest of this out. You was ready for the next page, right?
Yeah.
All right, let me see. All right, let's just read through this. I'm gonna get through that quick, and
okay.
we did 3 hours. That's good.
All right, things are good on my end too.
So. All right, so we're gonna.
They ain't tripping. So.
All right.
Also remember, in pagan worship, the pine cone.
Speak up, Dale.
Also remember, in pagan worship, the pine cone is revered because it is the fruit or the result of the evergreen, which is green all year round and a symbol for everlasting life, as is the pineal.
Boom.
Yeah.
Pineal cone, the pine tree was embraced because it's a symbol for everlasting life. What's an illuminated pine tree? A Christmas tree.
Yeah.
And that is represented as your illuminated pineal gland.
Like you put a star on top.
Exactly. Pan is connected to that. That's evergreen, everlasting life. Your pineal is the key to everlasting life. Baphomet figured out the secret to everlasting life. He's the human or the beast that figured out the secret to everlasting life. That's all that is. You're supposed to be that same fucking beast to figure out the secret.
Yeah.
Take a bow, nigga.
Yeah.
All right.
The evergreen and pine cone have been an ancient symbol of eternal life. So naturally the fruit of that will be the pine cone or the pineal gland. Good ways to go within is through meditation and stimulating activities in the pineal are many. But a quick way is with the gym.
Right. All right, let's go.
All right.
I'm going past that. Let's see what else we got.
The goetia is now to be looked at as the petals on the pine cone. Details that you can now break down into the specific areas of meditation.
Interesting. Look at this picture. If you look close here, you can see a standard pine cone has these petals. Those petals are symbolic of the 72 chakras on your pineal gland. See how simple this shit is?
Yeah. I mean, once you have the correspondence.
Once you know the basic correspondence, you see how everything you read around it just is you see the numbers.
The demons are detailed names of melanin, my bad.
That's good. The demons are detailed names of melanin.
You can call on for work in knowing thyself.
All right.
Remember, the Titans were thrown in the underworld, where these demons are trapped in the brass vessel. Mm-hmm. Claiming to be dark side is only glorifying your slavery or the oppression of your energy.
Right. So if you're claiming I'm a dark side nigga, that's not it. That's the beginning stages. Because we're all dark side niggas. That's why all these niggas are walking around here in ignorance. They're in the dark side. But out of darkness comes light only if you're doing the alchemy. You're doing the work. Baphomet is a symbol of alchemy. Nothing more. He's not a thing to worship, not a thing to love, not a way to be. Mm-hmm. There's no such thing for me as satanic worship, no more than there is Jesus worship. The whole concept of worshiping anything is stupid. See, I fuck these deities.
Is the brass vessel a way of saying the body?
Or the mind.
Or the mind.
Or the mind. So trapping him and controlling him in the mind is still doing the masterful work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Solomon had the brass vessel. Remember, the ring and the circle is also how to trap and control them. So the book that we read about the Gnostics in Solomon's temple is the temple of man. And the other Philip Gardner book, what was it? Serpent Grail.
Mm-hmm.
The Grail is also another correspondence for the brass vessel, or the genie lamp is also another. You know, the genie is trapped in the lamp. Mm-hmm. Until you rub it is another way of saying I control him. When she comes out, what does she say? What would you like, master?
Yeah. What's your wish?
Because you master. You're my master now. And
I'll grant you any wish.
Right, I grant you any wishes, and the 3 wishes are usually the third dimension.
Yeah.
So you're getting out of third dimension. You're taking 3 wishes to get. The true thing is the 3 wishes are supposed to be detailed wishes on how to get out. Once you activate the pineal, you have 3 ways to get out of third dimension. Yeah, but now they just changed it to 3 wishes. Get out of this reality. Exactly.
How do I get out of this reality?
There you go. There you go. And what's it called? A vessel. A brass vessel. Meaning it's a way to escape. You know what I'm saying? But the genie or the jinn is trapped inside. Right. That's the pineal gland or the 72, the jinn.
Nice.
And jinn with the Jupiter berry was specifically made to get things stirred up there. Yeah. Get that dark side
stirred up.
There you go. Let's read.
The 72 angels are called the Shemham Forash.
I think I broke it down, right?
Shemham Forash. Yeah, Shemham
Forash. Now those are the angelic figures. So those are the 72 so-called light side. Mm-hmm. But that's the balance that we seem to forget because pretty much the 72 Goetians got all the glory.
Right.
And nobody hears about the 72 angelic forces. And there was a white man who had one of them old ancient orders who, I got tired of all this bullshit. And he did a YouTube video, or he did a video that was put on YouTube. The shit was on VHS. It was that old. His name was Poke Runyon.
Poke Runyon.
So Poke Runyon explained how you gotta raise up the 72 angelic to go with those demons to be complete. So he's telling you what I'm telling you, what I know to be obvious. A white man finally, he caught up with it in the time he did. And he also talked about, white boys talk about making a circle and banishing the spirits. No, he said, you did a whole bunch to get them here. What the fuck you want to banish it for? So he was really talking nigga shit.
Yeah.
But, so is that Poke Runyon. You can look him up and watch him talk about the 72 angelic forces to match the 72 demonic for true completion.
Yeah, because
he would mix the high and lower keys of Solomon, right? High and low magic.
Because I know that the when we watch movies and we see the demonic shit, it's really us coming from.
Look at it this way: you could say all of that is really us, but let's say be watching the movie,
like in the movie Doctor Strange.
Hold on, they say in the movie, what it is they're trying to show you how this demonic energy is unhuman. So if you're in the movie to watch human experience, human plight, then it's all gonna look fucked up. Yeah. But then there's angelic movies too that do that, like Legion and Prophecy, where the angels are tired of your bitch ass niggas with your souls on earth, and they come down to raise up hell, or they come down to change things too. Yeah. So if you look at it that way, and we want to look at it for real, the angels ain't good for you neither.
Right.
And the demons ain't good for you neither.
Right.
Because this concept comes because they're both otherworldly things. Yeah. So usually when you're truly becoming conscious, what happens? Your family becomes against you.
And that's what I think too, is like, if we're dealing with stuff like this, stuff that, has to deal with things that happen after your body transitions. Why?
No, these are things. These are things that could happen now. Yeah. These are things that are happening now. This is what I'm telling you right now. Let's use our common sense. Okay. When you became, or most people became conscious, your family became against you. And it's the same way like in the movies. Yeah. If you see demons or angels or one of them movies, something evil or something from heaven that has a purpose that God told them to do that we just don't understand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? It's all fucked up for the human. So your family who remains human, even at the very minute level, when you start touching this information, at the very minute level, they start, it becomes this war because you're anti what they thought you were supposed to be, what they think humans are supposed to be. You're supposed to be upset. Even now, there's people who's gonna fucking legs are gonna cringe because I'm not demonizing R. Listen, because I'm not demonizing R. Kelly right now. See, the average human who watched the show under his mind control is supposed to go there without even thinking.
I see.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No one's thinking, where was these bitches 20 years ago?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Wait, in the era of YouTube, when anybody could go on YouTube, any of these bitches could have said, you know something? I'm here, I'm standing alone, ain't no check involved. Where's all these bitches that got all of this money they're talking about that he paid out in settlements so they wouldn't talk? So they took the money so they wouldn't talk. So it ain't about saving black girls and telling their story. It's about that check. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It's always been about that check.
Well, no, listen what I'm saying right now.
Okay.
So stop trying to classify what I'm saying and just listen to this moment. Okay. Like it's, you can say it's always about that check, but they're pretending that it's always about saving black girls, moralism, the babies, and what this monster and this predator did to all these fucking unsuspecting little kids walking around the mall with their fucking thumb in their mouths. But all them bitches is grown. They older than you now. How come they not on YouTube? Where's the books at? Because they wrote, they said it in the show. He gave all these unnamed women money. And if they talk about it, they got to give it back. And they said it was big money. Where are all they at? See, all the ones who didn't get that money, they on TV crying about he was such an animal. But they stood by for years and let this happen. I want you to think about it. Even as a teenager, if you'd have walked in and seen this man fucking these girls, you would have went outside probably just naturally if it wasn't R. Kelly. If it was just some fucking freaky uncle, some nigga who played baseball, a coach. And then you would have went ape shit telling your parents and every fucking body in the school around you. You know what I'm saying? But he's R. Kelly, so all of a sudden he has this power. And I don't know, and I was in the room and I just couldn't figure it out. And really the camera out. It's just you wanted some shit from this motherfucker. You thought he could make you famous, and you were very conscious of that bullshit. Yeah. You can front all you want. Right. But you know these little chicks out here now, they are not stupid.
No, they're not.
Because none of them little chicks look at you on the train, on the bus, or wherever you going like, I wonder if he could be my friend. They know better. So R. Kelly came, and even if they was happy and just wanted to go to this house because it's R. Kelly, when the dick came out, that's when they should have said, oh shit.
Ran out,
told my coach. You know what I'm saying? But they was with that shit. Mommy. They was with that shit. You know what I'm saying? And they did it. Now that it's time to demonize them, it becomes a book or a check. And oh God, and I loved her. Sparkle. I can't believe I brung my niece around him.
Yeah.
Nigga, come on. You know what he was doing? He married Aaliyah. He walked through the door marrying Aaliyah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Aaliyah's parents gave him that approval too.
No, they said that, she faked her. She was 15. Mm-hmm. She wrote that she was 18.
Oh, I see.
And all that shit. The nigga who faked her shit is on there talking about him. You faked her shit. Yeah. You sitting there saying, I watched all these movies when he got that camera. Me and him prayed about not him using the camera. Motherfucker, why didn't you stop him?
Right.
Why didn't you tell nobody then?
Right.
His bodyguard on it, and I did this, and I knew it was that, and I knew it was this. Why did you stop him?
You remember that Dave Chappelle skit with Rick James, and he was like, yeah. He was like, what I look like putting my feet up on somebody's couch? Right. I got a little bit more sense than that. Hell yeah, I put my feet up on R. Kelly couch.
Yeah, it's that walking contradiction.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's that walking contradiction that now that they doing this thing and you was there and they asked you, you get famous, you get to seem like, this didn't sit well in my heart when it was happening. But yeah, when it was happening, what did you do? Because if it was a regular nigga and a coach or uncle, and that nigga just kissed a girl on the cheek, nigga, you would have loved to beat his ass just to be the beat ass of a nigga who kissed a nigga on the cheek, girl.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You would love to be that nigga. Right. Just to act like you had morals back then. So now you're going to act like you got morals now. Y'all shouldn't be so easily fooled.
Right.
Y'all got to hear both sides of these fucking stories. You know what I'm saying? So the average person, R. Kelly's the predator and the demon. To me, shit goes both ways. You know what I mean? It's not a way of letting him off the hook.
No, it's just
Like
recognizing
let me
where
tell you,
both
if he
shit.
did all that shit, it's not me he has to answer to.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not me he has to answer to. So why do I think I would be cooler just to sit there and say, he should die, he should do this, he should do that? See, if he did that shit to somebody I know, then it's me he has to answer to.
Especially he's not even in your proximity.
Yeah, he's not even, I mean...
You can't get access
to him. I get it where, it's not even, I'll get access to him if it's my fucking daughter. You need to know that.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm sure most niggas will.
Mm-hmm.
What show you at, nigga? And who's gonna stop me?
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, I'm gonna be on pure piss and vinegar. Like, if this is your human, and we're talking about from the human perspective.
Yeah.
This is not no magical shit, just regular human shit. Mm-hmm. You find out some old man do some shit to your daughter.
No, you gonna find
nigga, I'm going to your show and I'm shooting you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm killing you. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna find a way.
Who wouldn't? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or I'm killing somebody you know. Somebody gonna feel that shit. It's not just gonna be, I ain't gonna be on no talk show going, I just had no idea it's happening. Where was all these parents at?
Yeah.
Whose daughters got fucked? And then even after their daughters got fucking named in this lawsuit, where's the parents say, I don't want no fucking money. I want to see them in jail.
Mm-hmm.
So after the daughter brought it to their attention, and now they having this lawsuit, where the parents at?
They were like, no,
they say I want it in jail. Yeah.
All of a sudden,
they're a victim. Like I said, this girl told me, and she said it changed my perspective. The young girl they said on the tape, she said, well, look how she fucking. She fucked better than me.
Yeah.
And this was a grown-ass woman. I didn't even look at it that way. I said, well, actually, yeah, she doesn't look like, oh my goodness, this is just foreign to me. She was getting down with it.
Starting around that age anyway.
That's clear. You know what I'm saying?
That's clear.
But so the argument is this man manipulated it out of them.
Yeah.
But y'all got to recognize how smart these kids are. These motherfuckers are not from your era.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And even then, I was trying to fuck old ladies.
They not.
When I was 13, what old lady was going to offer you pussy? You was like, oh, you're raping me. No, nigga.
Right.
All them ladies my mother hung out with, every night I dreamt about my dick in their mouth. I wanted them to kiss me longer. Good night, sugar.
Hell yeah.
I wanted to kiss me longer and on the lips. You know what I'm saying?
Babysitter.
And fuck around, give me a reach around when I'm in my bunk bed. You know what I'm saying? Babysitters all day. I want to fuck every babysitter. So we need to stop acting like, oh my goodness. And why do we think girls don't think like this? So we could say some grown man, some R. Kelly nigga manipulated them. But I don't think they're that stupid where they hang around his house going, we're going to play double dutch later, me and R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? Some nigga coming up to your shit. Stop it. When it's happening, no matter you know what's happening to you. Mm-hmm. My point was where I'm going at is that humans have a problem with this behavior because they're trying to be a moralistic, made-up invention.
I see. Yeah.
And this moralistic, made-up invention actually comes from now black consciousness. It's an invention. Mm-hmm. There's things I could say and shouldn't say, you know what I'm saying, that now black people take offense to or feel we should be offended by.
Right.
Nigga, I used to say, man, fuck saying hotel.
Yeah.
Niggas I wish I still have my MySpace post. Niggas went out on an all-defense fucking, a fucking campaign about me saying fuck saying hotel, fuck hotel, knock it off the table. And also while you add it, knock off the word overstand. It's an invention that don't mean shit.
Right.
To understand is to get it in the subconscious or the underworld. And that's why you're saying it. Overstand is a fucking egotistical word by its definition.
Yeah.
And really, I don't really care either way. It's just something to post. And niggas went on a fucking full-fledged fucking tirade about this word. Now, it's embarrassing to be called a hotepper. Get what I'm saying? Because they finally caught up with what the fuck I was saying in the MySpace days. Here's the point. Just listen to it. Not just listen. Here's the point.
Yeah.
The point is, these human minds is what the enlightened are really challenging when they're teaching. And this is not really a challenge anymore because nobody's really scared. You should have seen this in the MySpace days when niggas was still 14 and 15 or wherever the fuck they was at before YouTube was a thing when we were dealing with this issue. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. This issue is a fucking, it's got a Wikipedia page. Knock it off. It ain't even that no more.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Scary.
It's not that no more. This has been broken down, not thoroughly, so many times, but today, in this moment, quite thoroughly, I think. Ain't nothing to be scared of. It's either something you get with as a form of your consciousness, or it ain't for you. Move on. If you don't understand the science in it or want to understand the science in it, then who the fuck cares, nigga? You just the new Baphomet hotel.
I mean, that's just the way of saying we all out here. Like we got a purpose to do, but if you ain't,
we have no purpose to do. You choose if you have a purpose to do.
Right.
And that's what it is. We don't have shit.
Yeah.
We are gonna be we. And whatever that is. And whatever niggas define we to be. Right. So today, in this moment, we are mad at R. Kelly. Listen, today, understand what I'm saying to you.
No, I understand what you're saying.
Good, then listen. Today, in this moment, we are mad at R. Kelly. Yeah. Today, in this moment, we
I don't mean we in such a strong way.
Just listen to what I'm saying. Listen, you need a vacation pill right now for your brain. Yes, some brain candy. Listen, in this moment, we are mad at R. Kelly because we can be controlled by what others tell we to be. Mm-hmm. You, as an individual, has to do the work to understand. So we don't need to do anything. You, as an individual, need to have an inward journey, which is a personal journey. It's not a journey of black people, black kids, black babies, Islam, Moors, Nubians, dark side niggas, magicians, or none of that. It's a personal, introspective look internally at that which is hidden in you under the mask of fear, in the disguise and cloaked as darkness, evil, ignorance, and what makes you nervous about yourself, things you don't want to face yourself. When you face those things, you put yourself in a position to release those things. That's an individual pathwork and an individual journey that you must take. We are under the illusion of this we and us, and we as a people, and we shall overcome. And what we need to do is an economic plan, and what my people need to learn, and what my people need to do this. We have no people. Thing as a group. There is such a thing as a group, and that's humanity. So as long as you deal with humanity, you're dealing with these concepts. Mm-hmm. To be conscious, and I'm talking to conscious people. I don't give a fuck about humanity or human people. I'm talking to conscious people. And when I'm talking to conscious people, I'm telling you, you have to do this yourself.
Right. There's no group in this.
All right, then. What's the next thing?
My bad.
Just listen. Your ad-libs is kind of not it.
From Exodus 14:19 through 21. 3 verses, each composed of 72 letters in Hebrew.
And what is that verse?
It doesn't. There's none of that.
You see? Yeah. It's probably before that. The name of the Shem Sheresh. Yes, it is the Shem HaMoresh. Yeah, the Shem Mephresh. Right. The name itself comes from Exodus 14, 19 to 21. 3 verses, each composed of 72 letters in Hebrew. Right. So they're trying to tell you about the 72 angelic figures, and they encode it with the number system. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm proving to you. Anything else?
I see. Let's see. Going to the names. You want to get into the names?
No. I don't know. We'll be here all day. Okay. They could go buy my book. So we got the 72 lock, 72 die of the 144 saved. Anything else? That's good. We're done. All right, good. I appreciate your Bible readings. If anyone can get this, try to get this book. Right. This is probably will fucking free you. I also sell this out of print book on PDF. You can get this from me as well. It's called The Magician. This is probably one of the best things you could get by Philip Cooper. See if you can get it. If not, get it from me, PDF. The Magician, A Study in Effective Magic. Ooh, I got a lot of pages I can go from. But let's see. The Magical Mind, The Gods Within, The Secret of the 4 Elements, Symbolism, The Key to Power. Ooh, 93. Let me see if I have anything on 93. Symbolism, The Key to Power. Because this is nothing but a symbol.
Right.
And I just showed you how it's a key to power. There are books on, like, I'm not making this up. This is not my interpretation. This is everywhere in occult science. Constructing rituals, astrology and magic, planetary magic, perfecting your magic, miscellaneous. Let me see if I have anything highlighted on 93. Symbolism. Let me see if I have anything highlighted. We go random. Doesn't look like it. No, strike luck. No. So there's none I found profound. I don't think I highlight much in this book. Well, hold on. Let me see. Quite simply, the subconscious mind is there to create for you whatever you wish. It knows no limits. It's neither good nor bad.
Right.
It just is. Give it instruction and it will carry out to the letter. Oh my goodness. True magic, free from the superstition and false ideas. Listen, true magic, free from superstition and false ideas. Hello. You're not doing true magic if you're still dealing with this little bullshit on a superstitious level. You know what I'm saying? And dealing with false ideas. True magic, free from superstition and false ideas, gets results. And that's the purpose of this book, to show you how to do this. Get results, nigga. I deal with results. You deal with your whole entire shit for results. The question ain't, did Euphrates Levy, the white man, created for the Moors? Or did he not? Nigga, fuck that bullshit. Does this get results? My home is very lovely. All 3 levels of that shit.
It's a nice house, for sure.
You like that house? You didn't see the Gucci's, but you like that.
Hey.
I did. It's not, I could tell you so much bullshit, materialistic, but so much spiritual wealth, which is the key. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I could talk to anything, anywhere, find out anything, create anything. That's facts.
That's fire, too.
Yo, that's what it is. Willed thought process produces results. Physical results and thought uses power to create in a normal life. We are generally unaware of this process, yet it happens all the time as we create all around us and what we desire and do not desire as well. So they're saying, we're doing this. Remember, I told you it's happening to you. It's happening to niggas all the time. Your awareness and your ability to control it and put it under the control of the 72-365 is the key. But we're happening all the time. Every nasty motherfucker, you created him in front of you. Or you're creating it through your thoughts. Mm-hmm. And these things could be uncreated. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, you go on for days in this. We'll be here all days. You know what I'm saying? The more relaxed you are, is easier to visualize. So bear in mind, tension is the enemy of ritual. So that's why I don't argue, debate, because that's an enemy of ritual. You know what I'm saying? You say my shit, I will wear you out from a very easy chair. I don't have to leave my house to tear a nigga up. I've done this. This is not like a thing I'm promising will happen.
That's awesome.
I'll cripple niggas. And you fucking with a nigga with no moral, black people, this, black people, that. Nigga, you going. But by far, the best way to use controlled magic, controlled imagination or visualization. Anything visualized and believed will actualize physically. So I've been teaching people how to use their mind to actualize any reality they want. Mm-hmm. I got one of the baddest bitches, all the Nikes one could ever want in their fucking life. They out of room with that shit. Keep watching the YouTubes.
I see it.
I hope you do. Biggest house.
Yeah.
I don't have a regular daytime job. I don't work for nobody. I move around the country how I want. I move with money how I want.
That's what I want. No regular job. That's what I'm working.
Well, see, listen what you're saying. That's what I want. Yeah. Nigga, why doesn't it exist in you? Why aren't you activating it? Okay, then. See, like I said, you need to stop answering me and listen to what the fuck I've been telling you the whole time. I'm not looking for an answer unless I'm asking for one.
I know.
To answer it is you're trying to think your way out of it. So to say I want one, we don't do that. You do what you want. So you're saying if that's what you want, why hasn't it happened yet? Now you explain that to me. And the fact that you say you don't know after all the shit I told you, I have a problem with. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was about to explain.
No, you're about to give me a fucking excuse.
No, I wasn't going to give you an excuse.
Well,
I was going to give you the real deal as to why, because I hadn't been putting my power to use.
That's a fucking excuse then. You know what I'm saying?
It's a truism. You
can't have excuse is not a lie. I may be late because the bus was slow. But motherfucker is still an excuse. Because at the end of the day, take an earlier bus.
True. Do
something to correct it.
Right.
And you're sitting here with the tool. You took my class, nigga. I gave you every tool you need to do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Right.
So the truth, you haven't convinced yourself that you have that prowess.
Yeah.
And that's our problem here.
Yeah.
And most black people haven't convinced themselves of their true power. That's why they hide in we as a people, and we're going to save these children, and we're going to save our people, because there's no such thing as our people.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's an excuse. And it's an excuse. I haven't did this and I haven't did that because we truly don't feel the power. And that's the fact. So it becomes easy to fucking make this fucking statue, this image, the bad guy, when it's actually the story of your Kundalini plight, all the bullshit you fantasize about trying to be. And when you figure out why you can't be it, because you listen to motherfuckers who run their mouth about shit that they don't know. And they give this fucking false idea, which makes you fall into the excuse whether you're aware of it or not, whether you desire it or not. Okay. You're aware of this excuse why you're not feeling or able to embrace your personal power, no matter how many years Brother Bobby Hemmett has been talking about it, and I have been talking about it. You feel, though you act like you're saying, not you, but acting like Hotep and all this shit on Instagram, but you ain't got no fucking power. No power. Because you still falling, and then the excuse for no power is we and us and some individual that's eating off of you niggas, bone down to the fucking marrow, eating off you niggas, pretending to fucking teach you, pretending to help you and empower you. What I do is reveal what I've done from a position of power for myself. I don't give a fuck about saving no black race. I don't give a fuck about black people. I give a fuck about you saving yourself. Okay. Because I'm dealing with the God. I don't deal with humans or people. Right. Fuck humans. Fuck people. The God in you is what I'm speaking to. And every time a human being tells me I don't have this, I don't hear it and I don't have no time for it. And it's all a fucking excuse. There's nothing in me that isn't in you. So if I could do it, what the fuck are you waiting for? It's not really about you can't do it. It becomes what the fuck are you waiting for? Yeah. What the fuck are you waiting for? Simple as that. Even many humans have forgetting their job. You ain't even got to be a god to do that. But you do have to see yourself in a powerful position. Yeah. And a testimony to that is we don't. Yeah. And that's facts. I'm talking facts. And once we admit that, we're at step one. I'm an alcoholic. Yeah. So to sit there and admit it like you're doing that, I find honorable. Because you at step one of becoming something else. You understand what I'm saying? That's where the honor is. And first admitting, you understand what I'm saying? I am this. Right. You know what I'm saying? First admitting that shit. That's where the honor is. That's where the respect comes in. All these fancy ass niggas, I know they ain't fancy. Because I know they ain't got nothing. They ain't got no fucking power. They don't have control of their lives. They have no fucking women. No nothing. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Fucked up nigga sitting around on YouTube and fucking getting drunk off of these clown niggas saying how much they like them. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't need comments to tell me how fucking special I am. Because I know how fucking special I am because I say so. Right. And the time you say so for you know what I'm saying, is the time you start walking in powerful shoes. You know what I'm saying? I am God. So every book I read was like God. You know what I'm saying? I don't worship this shit. Yeah. Go wipe my ass with Baphomet. Because I went through it, son.
Yeah, I mean, like you're saying, it's just it's an aspect that you have of yourself that
There
you're
you
learning
go.
about.
There you go.
You know.
There you go. This is a stepping stone.
Mm-hmm.
What makes that? Give me that. Yeah, that.
Yes.
Fuck makes you think this is more prettier or special than this? This is science, nigga. This is about Kundalini, nigga. You know what I'm saying? This is about Kundalini. This is the hairdresser Kundalini. What makes it more special than a nigga with a... He's enlightened, and he has his piece of enlightenment here, right? And he's enlightened, he has his piece... It's a symbol.
It's a symbol, man.
Yeah, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I see, well, what the fuck you getting misty-eyed for?
No,
somewhere.
Nah.
Deep my heart.
Something else, man. Just something
else. Good.
Else.
Shit comes up.
Mm-hmm.
And that's good. I appreciate that. Because that's showing that's something happening. You know what I'm saying? Something happening in you. And you're in the best position, you know what I'm saying, to move past what you think you are now.
Right.
All these niggas, what they think they are on YouTube. They ain't nothing, nigga. Ain't nothing. You wasn't even on the real conscious scene when this shit was a scene. Right. YouTube ain't no conscious scene, nigga. That's a mouth-running fucking factory. A factory of mouth-running niggas.
Nah, I use that to get caught up.
Yeah.
Get caught up with the shit. Like, I wasn't there in that time, so, you know.
Right.
That's it. That's all I can do, really.
That's all you need to do. Just as long as you're willing to honestly look within, you're doing the work.
Right.
It's not really about me. It's about you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's about you. It's about you.
Right.
And it's what you say you are. You say, I want it, I'm gonna... That key sweat shit ain't working around here. I wanna lose my job. I'm gonna get my business popping. I wanna... You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. You know what I'm saying?
You just got
I am. Say I am free.
I am
free.
I am.
Say to yourself, I am free this job. And
watch
how all of a sudden
you be
Didn't I just read that your subconscious is a doer?
Right.
So you start programming your subconscious to do.
Right.
If you already programmed to say, I want to.
Right.
You program lust in your heart, young man.
Yeah.
Program reality. Nigga, I'm going to. I want to. I am.
Mm-hmm.
I'm free.
Free from the...
Nigga, I don't work here, my body does. Remember that statement?
Yeah.
I don't work here, my body does. Motherfucking K-Pax said that shit. Not K-Pax, whatever Keanu Reeves' name was in that movie. He said, do you feel pain? He said, my body does.
Mm-hmm.
Your body works there. And then after a while, once you free your mind, then what follows?
The whole thing.
Your ass, nigga. Say your ass. That's the thing, nigga. Free your mind and your ass follows, right? So you start freeing your mind. I am free. I am going. And then your ass says, all of a sudden, your opportunity will start to emerge.
Right. Because nothing precedes.
Yeah, I was going off my job about 2 years before I was actually going off my job. Feel me?
Right.
That's what you have to do. This shit is about reprogramming. This is a whole nother lecture about reprogramming and what's the exact word?
Reorganizing?
It's a magician, it's a craftsman, it's the alchemist, it's the Masonic builder. It's to reorganize your mind. And you start at the imagination and the visionary level.
Okay. You start there.
You reflect that you don't see yourself off that job.
Right.
I want is like saying the word tomorrow.
Yeah, because it signifies something that lasts.
It's a step one, but I want $1 million. You know what I'm saying? I want pussy in every room. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I want pussy in every room. I want to skeet in bitches and then I get pregnant. You know what I'm saying? I want to see R. Kelly's whole collection to see if he really was doing all of that shit, like they say. I heard LL got a collection, not of young bitches, but of regular bitches. I want to see LL's collection.
But still raping bitches?
No, not raping bitches.
Just still getting bitches.
LL.
It's just LL.
You know what I'm saying? Rock the bells, baby.
Yeah, licking the lips.
Yeah. Or licking pussies. We're going to see. I wish I could see that. Well, let me give you some background. Marley Marl said he has a room just with nothing from floor to ceiling tapes from the goddamn 80s, nigga. on every format, Betamax, VHS, the evolution, DVD, Beta, you know what I'm saying?
Dang, like now we got hard drives of movies. Mm-hmm.
So I would love to see that. I wanna, yeah, and I'm gonna, and all the rest of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, is what you visualize and what you feel is yours.
Right.
That becomes yours. So you got to watch the words you say. I want to is a step one, but it's really like I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow seems like a step one too, but tomorrow never gets here.
Right.
And the things you want never come here because that's why you want them. So you start talking about I am free from my job. I am
to bring it now.
Exactly. If you start getting your mind to think like this is happening now, your ass follows. And that begins to happen now. That's a secret occult trick. Yeah. So instead of saying in a mantra, I want to be healed, I am healed. Mm-hmm. I am perfect. I am fine. I am a master. So all these niggas sitting around, black people need this, black people need that, black people fuck that, black people. All they really did metaphysically is going to increase more of that. Mm-hmm. So technically, if they want to help, go ahead. What you want to say, bro?
I'm saying what you focus on grows.
What you focus on grows. That's just basic laws of attraction shit, which is actually from the law of cause and effect. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So every cause there's effect, every effect there's a cause. The law comes out of the principle of cause and effect. Okay. So my cause are, I deal with past tense to make it present tense.
Right.
So
I already have.
Right. There you go. I am now.
I am
God. I am free. I am 100. I am perfect. I am a genius. I am not drunk yet.
Yeah. Right?
I am Set. I am Horus. I am Baphomet. I am Boss. I am Kali. I'm who? Name them. You know what I'm saying?
Just go.
Name them.
Just go.
It never stops. I am connected to all things. I own the power of all things. I am the power of all things. I reflect the power of all things. All things are me. Me are all things. All things are me. Me are all things. All things are me. Me are all things. I am that I am that I am that I am I. I am all things. All things am I. I am power. Power am I.
Fuck yeah.
Fucking right, man. Got the tears out your eyes.
Yeah, you did, man.
That was nigga. Yeah. Yeah. Because it's all in your thinking. It's all in your thinking. I can show you how I can show you the dark side of your thinking, or I just showed you the light side of your thinking. I just showed you how to smile and how to frown. Smiles and frowns is in you. You need to choose what you do. Man.
Yeah. Yeah. You gotta
you know. I say my frowning not for humanity, but for the ignorance of humanity. And then, motherfuckers still can't figure out this little baby shit. This baby step shit. And then emerge. This ain't the first time. I had to go back and go, okay, here's some remedial shit.
Or some younger spirits or something like that.
Yeah, it's always some younger niggas coming in the game. See what I'm saying? Nobody wants to learn. Everybody wants to talk now.
Yeah.
Because you can monetize your fucking YouTube.
This is true.
You got a bunch of motherfuckers just cheering you on.
But I think
you're the fucking greatest. People don't. Let me say this too.
Yeah, go ahead.
One of the things Sonetta pointed out, I can't remember what he was saying, but it was real wise. He said, "There's just a certain amount of niggas, no matter what you say, are going to cheer you on."
Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying? So if you fall into that, you know what I'm saying? That these niggas are cheering, they don't give a fuck about you. They want to hear the drama, nigga. Yeah. They want to say I'm team you because they're not team whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I see most people say they team whatever because I told them fuck off, go read a book.
Because it's very easy to make that individual versus group thing the whole thing too.
Well, no one's making an individual versus group thing.
I know no one is.
Everyone is making it all about this group called black people.
Right.
And that's fine, I guess, for a human plight. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what you niggas gain? Better facilities in Congress, or more jobs, or more whatever the fuck for kids.
Just so you
you're doing.
Just so
you're only getting things. Hold on. You're only getting things that white men and women were willing to give you. But they put you under the illusion or the mind control that if you fight for it, you somehow have earned these basic fucking things.
Yeah.
These basic fucking things that they now says because you fought and argued and cried long enough, voted hard enough, rallied long enough, we give it to you.
Which is
so psychologically, they still put themselves in the position of the person who gives you when you make the squeakiest wheel makes the most noise. So this tends to put you in a natural position of you're a fighter for your people because you know how to make your people fight harder towards asking the white man to give me something off of your table. And no matter how big the chunk of meat is, you never forget it's still off of his table. So you see what black people think they are in is a negotiation with white people through politics and through their rallying. But because what they're absolutely in is in a full-fledged war, and you have your enemy dictating how to fight battles for you. Mm-hmm. So you had this ignorant black Negro, Roland Martin, standing openly talking about fuck conscious, don't listen to anybody conscious if they tell you not to vote. Conscious people are ignorant, they don't know shit, they just running their mouth on YouTube or whatever. Sadly to say, those who masquerade as conscious are doing that.
Yeah.
But the reality is, I could tell you why not to vote in detail, and you couldn't fuck with my answer because I'm conscious for real. You know what I'm saying?
Really,
I come from the old of this shit.
Yeah.
And I helped rise up the internet.
Pure.
I helped rise up the internet on this shit.
Yeah.
You need to go back in the archives and see who was fucking Blog Talk up with numbers that still niggas can't get.
Yeah.
And that's
I've
facts.
seen those numbers.
Oh yeah, that's fact. I mean, I speak on the record.
When
So I helped raise this shit early. Fuck MySpace in the Yahoo 360 days. I was putting this shit down before there was an internet. When niggas in conscious of me was saying, "Don't fuck with the internet." Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And so he ain't fucking with conscious people. He's fucking with YouTube niggas who got the right idea, but ain't backing that shit up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because see, he's a wordsmith. I don't go in for that. I could tear niggas up with words, but I don't go in for that. But oh boy, did I hope Brother Phil Valentine caught wind of that. This nigga got on openly said, fuck conscious people. Mm-hmm. Now, usually none of that bothers me. Every once in a while, I can tell when there's a spiritual energy behind it. Yeah. A spiritual attack. Right. And that's because I feel offended. People say that all the time. Like, who cares? Different strokes for different folks. But the way he said it in the context, the spirit woke up. That's when I know.
This is an attack.
Yeah, it's a spiritual attack.
This is coming from the enemy.
This is coming from something deeper than just some ignorant nigga, which he is. Wearing suits and have all these prides in the suit. The suit is the white man's war uniform, nigga. That's his uniform. So, I got my little napkin here. Huh?
Didn't we create it?
I probably they'll go for that.
But
you get so much.
Everything comes from us.
No. Well, look at it this way. Well, look at it this way.
Okay.
The suit lapel cut, Dr. Africa talks about, that comes from how they used to cut black people when they used to eat them.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a reminder of it. That's a war cry.
Oh, okay.
And then they'll say, like what Africans were wearing suits. You know what I'm saying? What Moors were wearing suits, actually. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen Moors wearing suits. Even now, they try to put on, dresses and shit.
Yeah.
And then, of course, your zipper, that little, where the zipper is, that flap, if you actually look at it, it looks like a hanging penis. And they said that's because the African had his dick out, and that's why guns are there on the hip, because it was a representation. I think Dr. Frances Cress Welsing talked about that. And she said that flap is representing the penis. Mm-hmm. So the suit is his. You know what I'm saying? As far as, I've seen black scholars, but there's always somebody that tell you, well, actually, Elijah Muhammad said, you know what I mean? So without going into whatever art, because I don't care either way. But either way, what we do know now is that's not ours.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and even if it is ours, he's not saying this is ours and I'm taking it back. He's speaking on this shit, him and with a Steve Harvey mentality, like this suit. And really, the only reason they dressed up in this shit was to go to church, and that's where they fell in love with this concept. So they brag on their fucking bullshit ass suits as this is a war. But now, if you told them to put on some African shit, never happened. There you go. So, but you know that mentality is there, whether it's ours or not. The mentality is what we're dealing with. Mm-hmm. So you got this foolish individual still talking about all the boons that we've gained from civil rights and voting and marching. But it's simple. They were willing to give us all of those things. But the mind control is to get you to fight for those things. You know what I'm saying? So if I got you trapped in this room and I got you rallying and fighting and voting, and then I give you a plate of spaghetti, it's like, you're like, woo, I did it. I'm the man. We need to keep this up so we can get another plate of spaghetti. But the reality is you're still trapped in this fucking closet. You're still trapped in this room. Right. So we're still trapped into their mind control. We're still trapped into their servitude, but we're fucking fighting through the system that they designed us. Yeah. We're fighting the fight that they told us to fight for that same plate of spaghetti. You get what I'm saying? So you don't realize there's a whole other world when you decide to go in the kitchen and cook for yourself. So you're not talking about cooking for yourself when you talk about voting for them, right? Or voting at all. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Let me ask you this. The Hasidic Jews, what's their deal with the vote? How many Chinese people, what's the Chinese vote about? Where do you hear Chinese people talking about, we're going to vote our way out of this? Right. Right. Ain't nowhere. You hear the fucking slaves, the Latin niggas, the Spanish, the Mexican niggas talking about our power in the vote. Right. When do you hear the Hasidic Jews? They have their own schools, Jews, Haitians, own jobs, Haitians, yeah. Let's even say the Haitians is just too poor and too fucked up to do it. Yeah. Let's even pretend that's the case. But there's so many people who are here who don't fuck the Japanese vote. Mm-hmm. You don't even factor that shit on the thing. But those people are here. They're strong, but they're dealing in their own communities, dealing with their business. Niggas don't do that. I tell you, Chinese niggas can fill paperwork out. That's very easy and get a loan to open up them stores as long as they hire about so many Chinese people that come here. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so they do that and they get money from their people. And then they send all that shit back home and bring all that shit back home when it's done. Yeah, they have, yeah. They ain't fucking around. But niggas ain't trying to do that. Niggas still fucking happy that they made a movie about Wakanda. Right. Like, niggas still think like Wakanda is something. Like, yo, I was hanging out. Mm-hmm. B.O.B. Yeah. African shit comes. Mm-hmm. So, you know, she's throwing all that Wakanda shit. She's not from Africa. Wakanda forever. Yeah. So, B.O.B. says, well, we from Zamunda. This bitch looked at us and said, Zamunda ain't real. Then B.O.B. said, you know, Wakanda ain't real neither. She said, they say it in the she paused like, she literally paused and had to think like, Zamunda is just as real a fake as Wakanda. You get what I'm saying? But see, Wakanda, she's saying it because that's an easy way to get niggas now. Oh, y'all about Wakanda. But we laugh at that shit because we seen how, once again, niggas was given a fucking, what do they call that? A pittance for their pride. And you even got conscious nigga talking about Wakanda forever. Nigga, sit down and shut the fuck up. That's a hustle for you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? There's no Wakanda. Yeah. There's no Wakanda, nigga. Zamunda forever then, nigga. Yeah. It's no Wakanda. And nigga, I'd rather be from Zamunda, nigga. Yeah, yeah. Seem like a less shit to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Ain't got to worry about no wars from up the shit, outside. The royal premise is clean, nigga. Right. And let me tell you, like, so conscious niggas saying it or fucking pretend conscious niggas saying it, semi-conscious niggas saying it, nigga, you show me you went for the hustle. That's mind control. Mm-hmm. They show you in a movie that means absolutely fucking nothing in the bigger picture where you look like, because you know in your heart you're better, and they showing you doing good shit, but they showed a lot of devastating shit in there too. Yeah. That nigga let the CIA in and gave the CIA secrets and codes to fucking African spiritual magic, if that was it. You're playing. They're giving Captain America his shield. That's a symbolic gesture. So in the second one, give that man his shield. They saying us in Africa are giving Captain America his shield. We're protecting you. And you niggas talking about Wakanda forever. Grow the fuck up, niggas.
Yep. And with
These
that,
nuts forever, nigga.
And with that, I bid you adieu, sir.
My dude. All right, I'm going to end this thing here. I don't know if you want to wait for it, but let me see.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, cool. We're perfect. We're at the 4-hour mark. That's a heap of shit. You don't even know it's that long.
That was a good video.
Nigga, that was like Gone with the Wind. Nigga.
Hell yeah, it was like Gone with the Wind.
More than a video, like that's as long as Gone with the Wind, nigga.
I got here at 5, now it's 10.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's 10:06, nigga. Yeah, nigga, shit, it's already time for me to eat dinner. Nigga, I just came back from
I gotta get some dinner too myself.
All right. We can end on this note. So in the end, I'm gonna say it's not a point of argument. Mm-hmm. It's not a this or that. If you are arguing, you're still debating yourself over good and evil and concepts of good and evil. And concepts of good and evil come through moralism. And those things may be right for you if you're having a human adventure. But this is a God adventure. This is a symbol that talks to the gods. And it is a devil and has all the evil connotations to keep you fag-ass niggas out the game, to keep you human beings out the game, to keep you young minds out the game. You understand what I'm saying? To keep you old niggas out the game who ain't ready. Ain't got nothing to do with age. It has everything to do with consciousness. Yeah. So, I mean, I made it absolutely clear for 4 hours. There's a whole nother level that's ensconced in this symbol and many other symbols like this. Like this would last for hours if we was really going on. I only took out a chunk of what I can tell you about this concept that keeps regurgitating itself throughout mythology and all over the world. You understand? This concept keeps repeating itself. And this Baphomet is just another one of the concepts of the light hiding in the darkness. And if you can't see it, it's not for you to see. If you can see it, you're in the right place. And you had enough books to start with your study. So remember again, join me up on the Patreon/Brother Panic app. That's a subscriber app where you'll be I have 3 tiers, 3 levels, all laid out of information I'll be putting there. That's where some of the advanced shit is going to go. So join me on Patreon/Brother Panic. Join me on Instagram. Brother Panic is my Instagram name, @Brother Panic, BROTHAPANIC. Of course, I'm on Facebook. If you Google me, my website is Occult Lectures. My YouTube, this channel you're watching on, is Occult Lectures. You can get at me. If you just Google Brother Panic, you'll find everything you need to know. I'm on the first page of Google, nigga, as Brother Panic, based upon years and years of Brother Panicism. So I urge you to study. I urge you not to take what I said as gospel, take it as information and as a clue. The wisdom and understanding is on you. It comes up to you. I gave my boy Cornelius a thrashing today. And it was awesome. Anybody knows, right? Anybody knows how I teach. I don't play around. I don't milk your nipples. I don't talk about the black people. I'm not trying to get you for likes. I'm trying to get you to wake up to a reality that does exist, that is real, and that can be studied for you. Right. You don't need me. You can study this by yourself. I gave you enough books to start. Know the difference between, the books and the white man wrote them. He's only writing out information. You also need to know the difference between source information and the author's interpretation. So Bobby Hemmett did an excellent job. Peace be unto him. Peace be unto Brother Bobby Hemmett, our master teacher, who's documented a lot of authors and what they were about, their little synopsis of who and what they are, and why they and how they may have gained their perspective on some of source information. And then there's just source information books. You know what I'm saying? So you can read plenty of authors' interpretation of Gnosticism, and then you could go to the Gnostic writings themselves, which is the Nag Hammadi Library or the Dead Sea Scrolls, where there's the actual writing. So source information, anything written in hieroglyphs on the wall, source information, you just gotta trust and see if the author's interpretation is worthy, and then go from there. So you're trying to get to source information and understand the difference between that and the author's interpretation. These books are nothing but the internet before there was an internet. So when you get a book on a subject, get more than one book on the subject. There's no one Bibleized version of a book. So get 3 or 4 books on the subjects and see what many authors' interpretations of that particular subject is or may be. And then you need to go from yourself. By the time you get enough intellectual information, it starts to shut down or satisfy the intellect so the heart could get into the knowing. You understand what I'm saying? Because if the intellect is not satisfied, if the baby does not have its bottle, it's going to, you're going to go crazy in your own mind. I wonder if. So if you satisfy the intellect, it's a way of shutting it up. You understand what I'm saying? So the heart can then rise, the spirit can take over. So it's always said, you go through the books, then the spirit will start to rise. Because you have answered all the questions that the crazy mind is going to give you, that the ego is going to throw at you, because the ego's job is to sabotage. So it can't sabotage once you satisfy it. And then once it has nothing to say,
it's all in.
The mind starts talking to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Starts telling you what to do, how to act and react. It's all about that. You know what I'm saying? You got to get to this. Khadijah's class is excellent to start releasing emotions. Beautiful.
Okay.
Wonderful class. Do that.
And
yeah, I'm gonna be I'm extremely busy going around the country. I go wherever I want to go. People from all over the world show up. Don't take my word for it. Look at them. Look at who's packing them New York lectures. I hate to sound like I'm beating my chest though. You know, I ain't the only one saying.
I saw that, man. That shit was packed.
Oh, nigga. I ain't the only one
y'all
saying.
Niggas sitting on
Nigga, I started speaking like at 11.
Yeah.
Nigga, see, house is still full. Niggas was there since 2 o'clock. House is still full. And they know who to put on last now.
Yeah.
Because they know. Ain't nobody leaving.
Yeah. Because, man, we would spend 4 hours now. Like it was nothing.
Because you escape time when you do this. People listen to this 4 hours straight. You know what I'm saying? And beg for more.
I listen to it 4 hours straight.
Exactly. And beg for more. You know what I'm saying? The key is, what you have to do is just become. Yeah. You're trying to think your way out of it. You need to become. You're trying to have an answer, which means you're trying to display something.
I've been trying to use that 3%, man.
Let it go, Don. You got to let it go. It's only 3%.
Yeah.
Got to get into this shit right here. Get into the knowing.
Which means I got to read more, too, because
if you need to satisfy more intellect,
that's what it
means. Just shut it down. Because ultimately, you're supposed to raise up the heart and true magical consciousness.
Right. Because, like, the books that I have read up to this point, the books I had, you know, I intellectually know, but it's different when I have to intellectually apply. I mean, not intellectually apply, but when I have to spiritually apply.
Spiritually apply. Because first you got to read instruction books, too. So that's cyclomancy. You get books like the Dummies Guide.
Yeah, the scrying book.
Or the Practical Guide, too. Or the what's the something for stupid people. Introductory. You start fucking with those because it's gonna start laying out basics. And the more you fuck with them, which are usually easy reads, you start to keep hitting your mind, and it starts to program you with the repetitious things. And you deal with the correspondence like we did today.
Right.
So once you deal with more and more, that phone is fire. What's that?
This is an iPhone 10, but it's got this case.
Oh, that case is fire because iPhones suck butts.
Charges your phone too.
Oh, it does?
With that button. I bought it off Wish for like $16.
But you got to charge that shit too, though.
Yeah, but you can plug your phone in with the
same.
So
both will charge. Two will charge, so when the phone is charged, that's fire. I mean, give me
that. What's your Android?
Android.
Which ones?
The 9 or the 8 or whatever the new one
go to a company called Mophie. They're a little bit more expensive, but I say that only because this case I found was only iPhone. Mophie,
just text me this shit.
Yeah, Mophie got a case. I'll find you a case.
All right, just text
I'll
me.
find you something about it.
All right, that's fine.
But yeah, when I I got this book. I just bought this book, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's called How to Become a God for Beginners.
That's good.
That's just
talk about it.
And that's just all about your subconscious mind. Well, really how to frame your thinking. So your conscious mind is only 3%. Your subconscious mind is 97%.
Mm-hmm.
When you have a thought, your thought has a certain amount of weight to it. That weight is added by emotion and feeling and repetition.
Oh, who is this nigga stealing all my shit? I've been teaching this
shit for $3 It's a $3 book
fucking
on Kindle.
Fucking fag. Send me the name of that book. I'm gonna read it. But that's keep teaching that.
But yeah, it's saying like when you have a thought of something you want, and you create that thought, you give it some weight, and then you just forget about it. You dump it into the subconscious mind like you would an ocean.
Let me tell you, they show you that in magic. They tell you light a candle and leave it alone. Or when you do a veve or a sigil, to burn it at the end, like focus on it, right? You know, put your emotion, your visualization, what you see in it, based upon its intention, burn it, throw it in the garbage. Every ritual, you bury it, throw it in the ocean. You get it out of your sight because you're giving it to your subconscious mind. Now, here's the science.
Make, focus, burn.
Well, I'll tell you another way of looking at it. You seen they give that experiment where they shoot the beads they shoot the shit through the wall. It's a quantum experiment. And pretty much they turn the waves, it turns the waves in particles. When you're not observing, it turns into waves. Long story short. When you're observing, it turns into particles. Particles over here.
That's what I remember from you.
Okay, all right, okay, good.
Yeah.
Now, so the waves are the quantum method. It's like, you can look at it, it's a frequency, or you can say it's the water. It's the as above is the waters of noon, is how it's carried out. It's how it moves out to make it happen. If it's particles, it's still earthly. You never left. So if we concentrate on the ritual or concentrate on the thought, it never leaves.
Yeah.
So what it is now that you know all of this about this image, you don't have to concentrate on every aspect that I told you.
Right.
That takes, let's say, 4 hours.
You just say
you concentrate on the image.
Yeah.
So the image, is Baphomet. Baphomet's your man. You got the Baphomet piece. You got the Baphomet ring. Got the Baphomet picture up in the back. Baphomet, Baphomet, Baphomet. That means just the symbol is now, because you already got the emotion, the weight, and the understanding to it, is now going directly to the subconscious. The androgynes and subconscious. You're becoming this thing without having to say, what was the androgyny above, so below, kundalini, meditation, he's sitting on the world, he's mastering the chakras, he's illuminated, he's virile, it's the wings of astral flight. You don't have to go through all that. You know all of that. So all you need to know now is, that's your man, that's your image. All of these symbols in this room and throughout my house are imageries that I know what it means. But I don't think become furniture or what? Background shit. Therefore, they're communicating constantly to where? Your subconscious. So I am everything in this temple.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Because I don't have to go around, let me break that down, let me break that down, let me break that down. Yeah. Everything I put up has a reason. And I know what that reason is. I don't have to discuss or deal with that reason unless I'm asked.
Yeah.
But ultimately, as I just do my day-to-day, go take a shit, brush my teeth, I see this. All this is here. It's always communicating with that. It's always giving me power. Everything I discussed in this that gives me power is constantly happening just through the statue, because I empowered the image with the understanding already, and now all I need is the fucking image. Right. You know what I'm saying? To speak directly.
Right. You putting the batteries in the remote, in a sense.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I see.
No, like, you're activating everything we said in 4 hours. All I need to do is look at that.
Yeah, now
you get what I'm saying?
Right.
So if that's how you put batteries in the remote, and that's what you do, okay.
It's like
I guess you could make it say that, but ultimately, what I'm really trying to point out is this picture tells me 1,000 words without the 4 hours it takes to say 1,000 words. You know what I'm saying? So now you got hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, of these pictures all around Yoda's here. The Kraken's here. Ganesh is here. C. Freemanel is here. My grandfather's there. KL is here. My boy Pumpkin is there. Santisa Mama Wetley is there. You know what I'm saying? Buddha's there. Oshun is here. Ogun is here. Pan is here. This nigga, Farnsworth Bentley is there. Bobby Hemmitt's altar is here. Baron Sandhi's here. Sri Ramakrishna's here. Kali's here. Naga is here. Kanya Naga is here. Whitney's here. Tupac's here. Aaliyah's here. You know what I'm saying? Yemen Yah's here. Khadijah's grandparents is here. Apollo's is here. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Fucking Spider Woman's here. The Vagina Girl is here. Oshun is up there. The Buddha, the Naga god, is up there. Imanya is up here. Look at my cousin Poochie over there. My grandfather's over there. My great grandmother's over there. You know what I'm saying? Shit, Great Goose is in the building.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Betty Boop is here. Something they used to call Khadijah. What's that little bitch in the scary movies? Annabelle. The dog Annabelle's here. You know what I'm saying? Khadijah's father's here. Bob Marley's here. Batman's here. Jimi Hendrix here. And giving straight honors to our master teacher, Brother Bonnie Hemming is here, nigga. You need to get off your mind, son. This nigga been teaching for more than you niggas had puberty. You know what I'm saying? Let it go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nigga wasn't in puberty and this shit was old to him. Let it go. Let it go. You don't like what it is, then it ain't for you. But, you know, just let it go. You know what I'm saying? These niggas, you know, we got to honor those who came before us, even if we don't deal with their philosophy. Right. There's a bunch of niggas I think are foolish. But I would never sit on any fucking video and speak ill of those who put their lives, you know what I'm saying, down before us to teach what they know and what they felt. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't for you, it ain't for you.
Because in that early time, it was a lot. They gave up a lot during that time.
Motherfuckers, we in the time when niggas was getting killed.
Yeah.
And to even be, there was no such thing as likes and clicks. You know what I'm saying?
Shares.
You had to write books, nigga.
Yeah.
You had to write books. Who's gonna read your book? Let's see that. Let's see that. You know what I'm saying?
Anybody book.
Here you go. Here's my book, and the second one's coming. Here's facts. I can't keep enough of them in the house, and I sell mine for $100. This ain't a $20 book. This has been, always will be, $100 book. That's facts, and I can't keep up with how many people buy this. And this was my amateur writing compared to what the fuck I did now. See, that's a hard feat. And I ain't do that with clickbait. That's because there's knowledge in that book. Let me see your book. Let me see your book. Information. You understand what I'm saying? And then we'll get down to something. And then let me see your teaching. Not your ranting, your fucking teaching. Not your argument. Not your arguing, your teaching.
Really just get into that ranting thing.
Because it's easy to do and people react to it.
Yeah, like I can't even the. It's just gross.
It is. It's human. It's human and it's worthless. You know what I'm saying? It's ultimately worthless. Yeah. And
on that note,
that's my shit. Yep. I guess that is the note, nigga.
Peace.
All right, yo, peace. I think we're gonna do Philly next, maybe February, if not March. I am gonna do in Atlanta, perhaps New York, and perhaps California, 3 book signings when the new book comes. So y'all stay tuned for that. For the months that is active, I will not sell the book on the site. You can only get it live. So the people who are in the California area, the West Coast area, start saving pennies now. If you're close and can fly there, or if you're closer to New York, or you're closer to Atlanta in the South. Start saving your pennies. We're going to rent out places. It's going to be a extravaganza. In Atlanta, it's going to be a party too. I'm thinking about a party in New York, getting the DJ and blowing it up, and really being a party book signing, 2-hour lecture, and then we all just get down, get on some ass, nigga.
For sure.
Okay, so I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to talk to Rich, see if he can lock down New York. I'm going to lock down Atlanta. Okay, but that's when the book comes. So I want you to stay tuned for that. Just keep in tune with my site. Don't waste your time emailing me that shit. I also hired a new assistant he's doing nothing but emails and processing panic packs. So the day of the slow panic pack, the day of the Geechee is done. The day of the slow panic pack is almost over, folks. I promise you we're going through everything. We're catching up. Good news, and it'll never be slow again. That was only the one flaw in my game. Slow panic packs. That day is over. Mm-hmm. So, good news, nigger. I know you're happy. What did I hear?
Oh, yeah, I'm happy.
Oh, no. It's not that.
No, it's not. It was
somewhere
over
deep in my heart, I still love you. All right, niggas. Yeah, one.
Take care, y'all.
And stop.
Cut.